God said, "Let there be light." This was scientific, and I'm about to blow your mind. Did you know sound frequencies can be turned to light frequencies? And the way to do this is basically to recreate the firmament. A research team at UCLA created a star in a jar by trapping gas bubbles in water and speaking to them. This clip is gonna blow your mind, but stick around because I have some stuff to add that's gonna blow your mind if you love God and the Bible.
The star in a jar, a tiny spot of bright light contained in a flask of liquid. This star in a jar is made when a sound wave is passed through a small bubble inside a flask of liquid. And this sound wave makes the bubble do something remarkable. First it expands, then it collapses. And this collapse happens so violently that vapor molecules trapped inside the bubble slam together and heat up so much that the bubble gives off an incredible burst of heat and light, several thousand times a second, giving the appearance of a star.
Perhaps inside the collapsing bubble, the interior of the bubble might also get hot enough to cause fusion.
Upon further research, the only way that they can create those gas bubbles to send the sound through to create the stars is by creating a vacuum environment, adding water, and violently ripping the water apart. So on day 2 of creation, God took all of this water, separated it all at once, which definitely qualifies as violently ripping it apart in a vacuum space, placed the firmament, and God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night." So I asked ChatGPT about the frequencies required to create a sonoluminescence effect, which is the star in a jar, and then I asked it to take the frequency of the sound and place it on the color spectrum with its coordinating color. And the color that creates sonoluminescence would be green. And if you've been around my page, I've had this theory that Polaris is God's throne room, and Polaris emanates a green light. So our gas bubbles would be right about here in the firmament. My theory is that we know that Polaris sits right above the top of the dome, and I think that God literally said, "Let there be light," and that green frequency was sent into our sonoluminescent bubbles and created the stars. The green light frequency would create blue and purple wavelengths of plasma. And remember, those bubbles can only be created by aggressively ripping apart water in a vacuum space. God continuously amazes me. I'm just so blown away. These are my own theories and opinions. This is for entertainment only.